Wow. Okay, so it's been an incredible week. You came here on Sunday, right? And it's now Saturday night, Saturday evening. So what did you think of the entire week that you were here?
It was extremely challenging and definitely not something that could be given. This is a program where if you want it, you really have to throw away fear, understand that there may be doubt, there may be fear, but put that aside and focus on the task at hand. It was essential to come here and to have this one-on-one focus to receive all of the training. Yes, due to the amount of knowledge in which you, the sensei, holds, but so that then you are away from all other issues, all other surroundings, all other tasks, to focus on the training at hand.
What was the hardest part about it?
The hardest part about the physical training is probably really adapting it to whatever your learning method is, which you showed that case in point when you had me observing private lessons, how you can adapt based on their learning techniques, and that's what you did with me. And then also the internal struggle of putting away pride of how am I not picking up this move? I should be knowing this, or why is my left foot moving on 7 when really it should be moving on 5, and I know this. Putting away that pride and just the remedial constant training to say, look, I will get it over time. What was the most difficult in the actual training itself? It's a challenging course, but as if you do the steps, if you train, when you get off duty, basically, and you go on and you start looking at the videos and you practice your footwork, then I mean that's the way to do it.
You witnessed some of my private lessons and you were there for them. Was that very helpful for you?
Yes, it was extremely helpful. For me personally, soon to be opening up a school in Kuala Lumpur, I felt the private lessons showed me in a real-time situation the issues, the tasks, what I would be learning, what I would be going through while teaching. The questions, the certain people getting certain parts correctly, certain others not. Icebergs, how to deal with icebergs, how to deal with different people's characteristics, their attitudes, optimism, pessimism. And it was just good to see your methods of teaching each individual student according to who they are.
Okay, that's cool. So you went through your spins, through the curriculum, and you went through the styling. So that's a lot. I mean, we spent how many hours a day?
Oh gosh, 10 hours minimum.
Minimum a day.
Minimum,
yes.
Sometimes 14, I think.
I know. And what about the apprentice training? Did you find that was helpful as well?
Yes. The apprentice training was helpful, as well as you also gave me the opportunity to sit on one of your group classes, to participate and be the apprentice for your group class for one of the white belt classes. And that was essential. Prior to this, you had me do the 10 questions of what the apprentices are really going to go through. That really brought it home to say, okay, this is the stuff that my future apprentices will be going through. And then being in charge of one of the belt classes in the group class put me in that role of apprentice real world. Thanks to Erica and the days of Violet Conzazon, I've had that opportunity to teach basics, to teach certain things, crossbody, so on and so forth. And this was just an extension of it. I mean, who would have thought that the class that I had that day would be the largest class, right?
It's true.
So.
Yeah, he did have the largest class in our whole circles of classes out there. Were you glad that you took the DBM in purple prior to coming? 100%.
100%. I don't think I would have been in the right mindset if I had not taken you had told me before I come, I must do the DBM and I must do the purple. And being military, Roger, okay, but there's a reason why. and I know I wouldn't have been in the correct mindset. There's a difference between being a great salsa dancer and a great salsa dancer, savvy-minded business person. Because to do the program, which I just did, this is teaching you to become an instructor, of eventually your own school. And you can't just rely, no cross-body lead, no rotating cross-body lead, no ninja is going to help you on the business portions. The DBM was essential for Black Belt Salsa, but Black Belt dance as a whole. Without DBM, without Purple Belt, prior to this, I may have just been here just for the moves.
Yeah, and that's happened before. That's why we make it a requirement now. Good. What do you think was the best part of the training?
The best part of the training, my personal favorite was really seeing the day in the life of an instructor. From everything, from the moment we would start, phone calls, stuff on the websites, class times, adjusting, talking about moving certain time frames, foods, seeing how your apprentices set up and what tasks they had for the classes, seeing how you accommodated, or how your apprentices accommodated two different students, seeing the things that you don't get necessarily, that you need to experience or observe. That was my favorite part.
When you said food, what do you mean?
Specifically, I think her name was Lisa?
Oh yeah, how we set it up at the school.
How you set it up at the school.
Okay.
Yes. Lisa being the one that was in charge of the catering of the actual dinner at the group class.
If you had to do it all over again, would you have done anything differently here?
Stayed longer.
Stayed
longer.
Really?
I would have done 10 days probably, and after this I would have liked to be more involved in your apprentice day to day. That would be the only thing. Probably do the training followed by, I don't want to say tossing me to the wolves, but putting me in that role. But again, the reason why I say that is you put me in that role during the group class, and that I learned a lot watching how your schools ran.
Okay, excellent. If you have any advice to give yourself in the future, what would you tell yourself? Let's say 5 years from now, and you look back on today, what would you tell yourself, you think?
I would say basics, remember the fundamentals, attention to detail. I would also say, going back to the DBM, it is perfectly fine to outsource according to, I am into salsa, and salsa is my thing, but I might not be good at web pages, so it's okay to find somebody on the business side. Also, I would say it's perfectly fine, I would tell myself that it's perfectly fine to reach out to the other black belt instructors, reach out to other mentors, and for advice, for knowledge on everything. Somebody has an idea. And you can talk to them. You say it in your DBM, talking about the think tank, the working group, and that would be what I would tell myself 5 years from now. You can't do this alone. You can't do this alone. You have to have people there to talk to bounce ideas off of, to get encouragement from.
Good, awesome. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you in Kuala Lumpur. I
Thank
think you're going to be a phenomenal success.
Amen. Thank you.
Right then.